Now, from the studios of Into Tomorrow in Miami, this is ITTV.
Hello, Into Tomorrow fans. I'm Dave Graveline. We're finally back from our latest Round the World tour to Dubai for CES Home Tech, then San Diego for Brew, and finally Taiwan for Computex Taipei. I hope you were able to catch all of those shows, but if not, they're all available for you, free audio and video podcasts at graveline.com. Oh, and while you're there, be sure to vote on our new tech poll. It's up for you every week. We've got Rob waiting to show you a solution for those old film negatives and slides. But first, it's a very busy week in tech history. Here's Chris Graveline.
And a busy week it is. This week in 1948, Columbia Records announced that it was offering a new Vinyl Light long-playing record that could hold 23 minutes of music on each side. Critics quickly scoffed at the notion of LPs since those heavy, breakable 78 RPM 10-inch discs, with only one song on each side, were selling at an all-time high. In 1995 this week, Microsoft and Netscape officials met at Netscape headquarters in Mountain View, California. Notes taken by Netscape co-founder Mark Andreessen indicate that Microsoft offered to buy a share of its rival if Netscape would stop making Navigator for the Windows market. The notes would later be used in the U.S. government's massive antitrust case against Microsoft Corp. This week in 1999, AOL announced its investment of $1.5 billion in DirecTV creator Hughes Electronics Corp. The agreement gave AOL new high-speed options and expanded ties between what was then the world's largest internet provider and the leading U.S. satellite TV service. Three big events this week in 1998. First, CompUSA announced that it was buying Computer City from Tandy for $275 million. Tandy President Leonard Roberts said, "Computer City was a losing operation for the company. The sale will allow us to completely focus on Radio Shack at a time when profits are at an all-time high." That same week, AT&T announced that it was buying cable TV giant TCI for $31.7 billion. AT&T has since been bought out by Comcast. Also this week in 1998, Windows 98 was released. Microsoft used the slogan, "Works better, plays better." Interest in the new release was also increased by the publicity generated by the aforementioned antitrust suit against Microsoft. That's our look back at a very busy week in tech history.
Thanks, Chris. Wow. Windows 98, an OS from Microsoft that kind of worked for a while. Many of us have boxes storing these old photo film negatives and slides. What do we do with them all? Well, before they get ruined forever, Rob has a solution for you and joins us now with this week's Product Spotlight.
You're right, Dave. It's time to stop neglecting those old film negatives. There are several scanners available that are dedicated to scan slides and film negatives. Here we have one from PlusTech. It's the Optic Film 7300. Right off the bat, resolution is pretty good at 7200 dpi, or dots per inch. It scans quickly, somewhere between 10 to 15 seconds is what I got. And it's bi-digital, meaning that it's compatible with Windows 2000, XP, and Vista, and with Mac, from 10 and higher, including Leopard. I found myself a bit lost when I began using the scanner. The instructions weren't that clear. So I struggled a little bit with the software program included to format the pictures. It took me a few minutes until I got the hang of it. That's one of the things I'd like to see improved, along with sticking to at least one software program instead of three that are bundled with the Optic Film. The Optic Film scans both film negatives and slides with the holder it comes with. The scanner has an illuminated slide negative frame viewer on the top side where you can preview what you're going to scan. To scan a negative, for example, you enclose them on the negative holder and insert them into the slot here. You can press the quick scan button, or there's another button here that will open the LaserSoft software. But if you have the program open, just go ahead and scan it from there. You can preview it before actually scanning the image, then just save it on your computer. After you scan the first image, you're good to go. You can even have a family scanning party if you want. MSRP for the Optic Film 7300 is at $289. Personally, I think it's a bit too much, but PlusTech considers it a high-end scanner. That does it for me this week. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Rob. Be sure to send me those pictures at your earliest convenience. Oh, and I've got more negatives for you to scan for me. This week's Product Spotlight is brought to you by the Avery Wizard software for Microsoft Office. For your free software download, visit avery.com/wizard. Let us know if there's any product you'd like for us to snag and feature on Into Tomorrow, or would like more information on. Send your comments or questions to askdave at graveline.com. You can also call our Ask Dave hotline at 1-800-899-INTO. That's 1-800-899-4686, anytime, 24/7. Did you know that in addition to prizes when you participate on our weekly radio show, we also randomly send prizes to those that complete our listener survey at our website? Go ahead, why don't you do it? Submit and win. IntoTomorrow.com or Graveline.com. We thank you for joining us. See you next week, right here, Into Tomorrow.